This is a video walkthrough of the Discovery Science online curriculum. Now, the link that your child will use to log in to the science curriculum can be found in the Facebook post where this video was placed. Now, as far as logging in to Discovery Science, you are going to use this tab down here which says Sign In with Google. Now, your child has a Google email account. That's the account they use to log into their Chromebook, and their email is automatically saved to their Chromebook. So when you select this button, Sign In with Google, the computer will automatically recognize their email account and sign them in automatically. So you are not going to enter their email address or name up here. You're going to sign in down here where it says Sign In with Google. So when you select Sign In with Google, it is going to automatically log your child in. And this is what my end looks like as a teacher. So just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to log in as a student to show you what things look like from your child's perspective. So when your child logs in to Discovery Science, this is what their page is going to look like. Now, to access their assignments, you are going to select the Assignments tab from the top. Now, it's very important that after you've selected the Assignments tab, and all of their assignments for the week are listed here, it's very important that you go to the left side and you sort these assignments by due date. Now, by selecting them by due date, we can ensure that your child is learning the content in a sequential manner. Now, when I place the assignments in your child's account, the assignments are automatically listed alphabetically, and your child can't necessarily learn the content best by how the titles of each section are alphabetized. So if you sort them by due date, you can ensure that your child is learning the material in the correct sequence. So again, when your child logs in, they're going to select the Assignments tab, and then you are going to sort all of the assignments by due date. Now, there are different due dates for each assignment. However, there's really only one due date for all of these, and the due date is going to be the date that is the last one. So in this case, as an example, the due date for all of these assignments is really August 25th. Now, if your child has an assignment that they have not completed and it's past the due date, that assignment is going to show up at the top under the Past Due tab. Now, if your child does have an assignment in the Past Due tab, it's important that they access that assignment first. So if there is an assignment in the Past Due tab, they would select the Past Due tab, and then they would sort them by due date to ensure that they complete and work through the assignments in the correct sequence. But in this case, this student does not have any assignments past due, so I would select all assignments, I would sort by due date, and then I am ready to begin working through the activities. Now, in a little past the center here, it shows you the type of assignments, and I would pay attention to this because not all of the assignments are the same type. So there's a couple different types of assignments that your child will work through. These are core interactive texts, which these are different assignments that are going to read and look like a traditional textbook. However, they're interactive, as we will look at in a second. These next few assignments are video segments. Now, video segments, that just means a section of a video. So some of these are 30 seconds up to about 2 minutes. This is a full video. A full video, again, can range in time from 2 minutes up to 20 minutes. Here's core interactive text again. This is an assignment that, again, reads like a traditional textbook. And then the second to last assignment is always going to be a review. this is kind of like a cheat sheet that your child will use before their last assignment, which is always going to be their assessment. It's a 10-question multiple choice assessment that always comes at the end. So I have my list of assignments here. I've sorted them by due date. I'm now ready to begin the assignments. So if I click on the first one, and we want to work from the top down, again, after we've sorted them. So I'm going to select this top assignment. Now when I've selected this assignment, this is what it's going to look like. A couple things to pay attention to here. First off, you have all of these different tabs up here and these different sections. It's very important that you do not select those. All you want to work through on this example is the page that is pulled up. So in this case, your child will read through this page, they'll watch this video that reinforces what they just read about, and then here are some supplemental activities which they do not have to do. They are supplemental. And then at the bottom, there is a little assignment for them to do, and then they would hit submit. Also, it's very important that after they've completed each page, that at the top of the page, they mark that page as complete. Because if your child reads through the page and watches the videos for a page but does not hit mark as complete, it will still show up in their assignments as incomplete. So for this one assignment, I have completed this assignment. So I'm going to go back by hitting the icon in the top left corner and going back to my list of assignments. So I'm going to sort them by due date again. And after this child has completed this one, it will show up as completed after they've marked it as complete, and it will be filed into this completed tab here. But if I continue to work on my assignments, I would just, after they've been sorted, select the next one that's on top. Now keep in mind, parents, that the activities that you are seeing here in these assignments, this is a week's worth. Each day should take you about 20 minutes or so. So again, this is a week's worth. So you would just want to pace this out to where the assessment is completed last, and all of these are completed by the end of the week. So if you do one of these one day and you do 2 the next day, 3 the next day, it's completely up to you how you get these done throughout the week. But it is important that these are completed within a week's time. And again, the due date for all of these is this last due date, not the ones that are listed next to the assignment. The last due date is listed here. As a reminder, if your child logs in and say they log in on the 20th and this assignment was due on the 19th, this assignment will now be found in the past due tab. If there's assignments in the past due tab, make sure those are done first. So I wanted to point out a feature of the very first lesson that your child will always do, no matter what concept they're working through. So this is the very first lesson for this 6th grade lesson, which is discovering the power of kinetic energy. So this is going to be found under the Engage tab. And again, this is the first lesson your child will do for each science lesson. So for the very first lesson, your child will read through the concept, watch the videos. There'll be some supplemental images and videos here in the gray space. But underneath the gray space, there's always going to be this feature that says, what do you already know about whatever the subject is? Now, where it says, what do you know about whatever the subject is here, in this case, it's kinetic energy, they are going to provide your child with some questions that just does that, that tests them, that kind of pre-assesses what they know about a topic before they've been taught. So if you see questions in this area that have concepts and ideas that your child hasn't learned about yet, this is on purpose. We want to see what your child knows about a topic before they are taught the topic. Now, this is supplemental for you, so you do not have to do this part. My main concern is that your child is introduced to the concept, they read about the concept, watch the videos that reinforce what they've read about, and then at the top they've hit complete. Again, your child needs to hit complete for it to show as completed. To return back to your child's home screen, they would just select the icon in the top left corner, select assignments, and they're going to sort those by due date, and then a list of their assignments are listed again here. So let me click on another type of assignment to show you how it works. So if I select a video segment, just say I want to do this one. When I select this assignment, this is what the page looks like. But you are obviously not going to watch all of these videos and do all of these assignments. When you select a video segment, at the top there's a video on the top. All your child is going to do on this page is watch the video and mark as complete. Let me show you another example. So I'm going back to the assignments, I'm sorting by due date. In this case, this is a full video. So when I select this tab, this is the page that pulls up. So I'm going to select the video, watch the video in its entirety, and select mark as complete. So this page has much more than the video that I want them to watch, but they are obviously not going to spend time going through all of these videos in course of, unless, of course they want to, but there's no need to. So again, just go back to the home page, they would just select the icon in the top left corner, select assignments, and sort these. And just as a note, your child should be spending, again, about 20 minutes a day on their science. This is not an all-day, everyday thing. So in this case, when I select Energy and Simulation Engineering, which is a core interactive text, your child will select this assignment. And again, this is what the page looks like. They are not going to select all of these options. All they're going to do is read the page that pulls up, watch the videos. If there's an activity at the bottom, they would complete the activity at the bottom and hit mark as complete. Now, if there is an activity at the bottom, it's important that they do hit submit so their answers are saved, but they can hit submit and then mark as complete. So at the bottom of this page, you'll see there's a next button. You do not want to hit that. All your child is completing is the page that pulls up when they hit the assignment link. Let me show you one more time. So for this child, I've pulled up their assignments. I've sorted by due date. I'm going to select this assignment. Again, you have all of these tabs at the top. I'm not going to select and work through all of those. I'm only working through the page that is pulled up on the link that I selected. So in this case, I'm reading the passage. These are supplemental videos you can do. And then at the bottom, there is a brief activity that they are going to complete. Hit submit. And then at the top of every page they do, they are going to mark as complete. So I think that's a fair walkthrough of the Discovery Science curriculum. There's a lot more to it, but I just want to allow this to be brief and the first of possibly many. But after watching this, if you still have questions and if there's still confusion, please reach out and I will help out as I can. But I hope this helps and, again, clears the mud possibly a little bit. Let me know what questions you have. Thanks.